Gun control. What the fuck is it? Well, simply put, it's the control of guns. Which, I agree, should be some things. Should be regulated, like, obviously, friggin'. Actually, I don't know what needs to be regulated, but there's a point between regulation and infringing. Such as the common misconception that the AR-15 is the most powerful weapon in the freaking world. No, it is not. If anything, it could be considered underpowered, which is kind of odd, don't you think? And a lot of people tend to mistake the term assault rifle. Well, what is an assault rifle? Why don't we step back a little bit and find out what is the definition of a gun in the first place? Well, in this sense, a gun is a device that is used to propel a, let's say, a small amount of lead, such as a bullet, at a super or subsonic velocity, depending on what you got, using the way of gunpowder and a case usually fed by some sort of device such as a single shot or full-on magazine. Now let's look at the definition for assault rifle, and if you were to look it up on Google, you would unbelievably find the definition of assault rifle is the definition for an assault rifle is, quotes, a rapid-fire, magazine-fed, automatic rifle designed for infantry use. Ponder that for a moment, why don't you? And since the civilian legal AR-15s are semi-auto almost exclusively, that technically does not make them an assault rifle. That's point two. Secondly, a lot of people say that it is the most popular gun in shootings. No, it is the most popular gun depicted in publicized shootings. If you were to actually do the research, handguns do a lot more damage and take a lot more lives than the M4 style weapons, such as the AR-15, the civilian legal M4 and M16 sort of deal. And, well, all that. You understand what I mean. Anyway, a lot of times that they're publicized and oftentimes blamed for the shooting. Well, guess what? A gun isn't going to shoot you simply because, well, it can. It needs actual input to do it with. Another argument is that they are the most popular in school shootings, or any shooting in general. No, they're not. If anything, I actually don't have a point here. Crap. If anything, they're probably one of the less used weapons out there. And a lot of people would try to argue that maybe if we take out the number one gun used in shootings, we'll have a lot less crime. Look at the war on drugs. Tell me, what do you notice? As soon as drugs get outlawed, crime skyrocketed. Look at prohibition. Yeah, I can't speak today. Alcohol was banned, crime skyrocketed. You notice a pattern here? Yeah, I think I do. I think it's pretty obvious. Banning guns will ultimately lead to civil rights infringement and eventually a lot of chaos. If you want to ban semi-automatic guns in general, well, guess what? That's 90% of the freaking gun markets. That right there would definitely piss a lot of people off. And a lot of the people who aren't informed tend to be the ones trying to take rifles, assault rifles, guns in general, away. These people tend to be the most uninformed. I may have actually already said that. But yeah, you get what I mean. They're the most uninformed people out there. Half the time they don't know the difference between what a fully automatic weapon and a semi-automatic weapon is. A semi-automatic weapon is a weapon that if you pull the trigger once, only one bullet fires. And you have to pull your finger off the trigger and pull it back down to fire another bullet and repeat as necessary. Fully automatic weapon, You hold the trigger down and the entire magazine just goes out the frickin' barrel. There's a huge difference there. A lot of these people who want to take the guns, gun grabbers, I'm going to go ahead and call them, they'll say something along the lines of an automatic weapon is a weapon that if I pull the trigger, bullets come out. Everything's semi-automatic or automatic then. You see what I'm getting here? A fully automatic weapon is not available to the civilian market unless you have a certain license. And post, I believe, was 1984 assault weapons ban. Automatic firearms cannot be imported. They have to be domestically made, as my understanding goes. And even then, it's usually very freaking difficult to obtain any of them. So, basically, what are they trying to get at here? They're trying to ban all guns. That's pretty plain and simple, in my opinion. It's either they want guns to stay where they are, or they want to ban all of them. Either way, you gotta choose. Do you want to preserve the right to have any sort of firearm? Or do you just want to ban all guns in general? You can't just say, well, I want to ban this gun, or I want to keep my guns, but everyone else can lose theirs. No, you gotta pick one or the other. It's either ban all guns immediately, or preserve them. It's pretty simple to choose. And guess what? Before you say that, well, a semi-automatic firearm such as the AR-15 is able to fire rounds pretty quickly, well, guess what? If you were to look around on the internet, there are people who can fire a lever action, pump action, semi-automatic, or semi-auto shotgun, or some other thing at a similar speed. So therefore your point is effectively negated. Surprising, isn't it? Alright, now I get where they're coming from. Guns can be dangerous, yes, but there's a reason why we have firearm safety classes, with an emphasis on putting the weapon on safe and having it unloaded when you're not planning on shooting it, having the weapon in a safe direction when you do decide to shoot it, and wearing hearing protection, not earring protection, what the heck was hearing protection at all times whenever you do fire one. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to completely negate one or both, or one or two, or all three of those rules. Honestly, if that's the case, then they should go get some help. Professional help. You don't punish the majority for the actions of the few. If you punish the majority, then you effectively start a war. And what the US does not need is a second civil war. That would be all for now. Signing off.
You can follow me on social media, where you'll find posts of all my art. Any of my finished pieces are uploaded to DeviantArt, and I post works in progress as well as daily month-long challenges works on Twitter. If you like my style and want a piece of your own, I do commissions on DeviantArt and have a Zazzle shop. Links in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment. I would love to read what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.